Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duck Bricks. I'm Chris, and today LEGO just sent me the Magic Maze gift with purchase set to review for all of you. Now this is a really interesting type of LEGO set that honestly harkens back to a lot of toys that I had when I was a very small kid growing up that allows you to use a marble to travel through a maze, kind of a Magic Maze type of build. It's super interesting as a LEGO set. We've never gotten anything like this, and it's probably one of the most interesting gift with purchase sets we've gotten this year in a year full of very, very interesting GWPs. And so, without further ado, let's take a look at the Magic Maze and see, is it worth spending a certain amount of money on LEGO to get for free, or is this one of the GWPs that you can pass up? Let's check it out right now. Alright, this is the Magic Maze. It is a GWP or a gift with purchase that will release on October 1st, 2023. At the time of this recording, I have not been given any details as to how this will actually be released. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be around 100 to 150 price threshold that you spend on lego.com to get this for free, although that is just a random guess because at the time of recording, I basically don't have any information regarding its release other than the fact that it will come out on October 1st. Now this is a really weird LEGO set, and honestly it's probably one of the strangest ones they have ever made. So several years ago, LEGO made as part of LEGO Ideas a marble maze, which you could actually use to twist around and tilt and essentially have the marble go through different slots, but that one was a much more traditional style of maze. This is a very strange looking set, and honestly this kind of reminds me of some toys that I used to have as a kid growing up. It feels very reminiscent of certain types of things. I have very strong memories of having marbles rolling through some sort of a platform like this and having little bits and pieces of cranks that you could turn to have it jump from one spot to another and essentially have it go all the way through the maze to go down to one final end destination. Now this is a really interesting type of set because LEGO has again never really done anything like this, and initially when I was looking at images of the set from the box I didn't really know what to expect. I wasn't sure if there was some sort of a clever mechanism to make the crates here go up and down to cause the marble to go along a certain path. Spoiler alert, there isn't. There's basically just plates stacked on top of each other, but this is a really interesting set. I'm gonna try on camera to actually make this maze work, and you may probably see that this is a lot harder and it's easier said than done. I tried to make this work for a couple of times off camera and I didn't, but you know what? Now that I'm on camera, the pressure is on to actually get the marble from point A to point B. So alright, that was easy enough. I got it down this track into here. There's a bit of a maze that's built inside of this block area, so you kind of just have to wobble it around until you are able to get the marble to go out on the other side. Again, I don't really know how exactly to get this. There we go. Okay, well, supposed to be a lot more careful than that, but as you can see, I've now got the marble on the other side. You have it alternate down these tan elements, go through the sand green, and this is probably one of the hardest parts, is actually getting the marble from here to here. Again, this whole thing is supposed to be completed as one, but like, you have to really tilt it to even get it across. Okay, well there you go, I got that across. Maybe not quite in the way that they were expecting, but that totally works. You then have it go over this ramp, which does have a plate underneath to always keep it in one position, and then you slide it downwards. It can get caught here, so you have to kind of push it upwards. Okay, I'm actually not doing that bad, and of course, just as I say that, the marble goes down, but you have it roll over here, you tilt it this way to have it go on this side. Come on, oh man, okay. That is totally gone now, but you're essentially supposed to then have it come out on this side, and then finally this one is pretty simple. You just have it go above the ladybug. Come on, and what you're supposed to do, although clearly I'm not doing a very good job of it, is to essentially have it end up in the seashell here. So maybe I'm just bad, but like obviously that was really challenging. Like I fell off like here, fell off I think around here, and then fell off around here a couple of times. So this is actually a pretty difficult style of set to do, but honestly this kind of makes me want to keep on doing it. I think it's a really clever set. Maybe it might be a little bit too challenging or frustrating for kids, or maybe I'm just doing it poorly, and you will let me know when you get the set yourselves if you are able to do any better than I am. But again, what a bizarre and strange LEGO item to get as a GWP. Now, if folks aren't familiar with these pieces, these transparent clear pieces were initially introduced for LEGO Technic. They were done for the large LEGO Dark Blue Technic car, which came out earlier in March. So it's really cool to get these completely clear, unprinted on either side. They basically are the handles for the model itself. And you essentially just use them to move the model around and have the marble go from one side to another. It's really interesting to me how they made this kind of feel a bit like an adventure. This almost feels like sand dunes, then maybe you have a jungle or a crevice that you have to go through, climb a mountain, you go through a fun little beehive with honey spilling out of the beehive there. This is some sort of an industrial water pipe system, so you have to go over the water, down the crevice, around the path here, and you even have some, maybe this could be like cutting candy bits or something like that. You can use your imagination to imagine what all of these different pieces could be, and this is just a really cool and inventive, creative LEGO set, which admittedly I think might be a little bit more challenging than they were intending it to be. Like, I clearly had some trouble making it work, but as a GWP, it's not bad. I honestly, again, just don't really know what to make of this. This seems to have been something that LEGO just randomly created for fun, and I personally would have loved to see maybe LEGO introduce some alternate builds for this. Maybe creating your own courses would be a really fun thing to do, because honestly, putting this together makes me want to make more of these, but with just different styles of courses and try to come up with a more complex way to get things from one path to another. I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun for kids and maybe even for adults to just try to play around with. It gives me a lot of nostalgia for stuff that I played with as a kid myself. But yeah, overall, what a strange and bizarre LEGO set. I honestly don't really know what to make of it, but I hope you enjoyed this quick review of the LEGO Magic Maze. And let me know in the comments, what do you think of the set? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? And will you be buying sets to pick this one up for free? Alright, and that sums up our look at the Magic Maze LEGO set. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of the set? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Will you be spending the certain amount of money to be able to get this for free when it comes out? It's certainly a really, really interesting set, and I'm honestly happy to add it to my collection. It is so strange in the fact that this even exists as a LEGO item, but you know what? I am all for LEGO doing more strange and weird things with GWPs, so I'm very happy to add this to my collection. With that, we have summed up our review of set number 40596 Magic Maze. Thanks so much for tuning in to Duckbricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. And watch us on LEGO Masters Season 4 on Fox, airing every Thursday, 9/8 Central. Thanks so much, and bye for now.